It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the visiting team.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with their opponents. Trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set a that holding call set him up with not great field position.
They tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. So that's a great starting field position as well.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Single.
One play action. Lawrence. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon. We think we're able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Check. 4 down. Go.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's William. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive. How about that aggressiveness? Firing downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. Quinnen Williams in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
His throw here is incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one, because now you got 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
McLeod. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. McLeod. And he comes back with one complete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod, he finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he's got this down to the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off the play fake. McLeod. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try to pull it in with Ricard. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Ricard the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Patrick Ricard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone about a week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now here's Ross. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like
it's caught inside the 25. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Play that time for the Raiders. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Edmonds. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, nothing good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And this throw incomplete. Finger all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Lawrence will throw. The contact, it's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Throwing here to start the drive is they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLeod. He finds his man. Complete. It's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence able to power through. They get 16 out of that one, but they still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
I got one. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen, and they're going to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus the defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Mike's both. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. McLeod. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, McLeod escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The partner in this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back,
In trouble, and he's taken down. King of all Chase able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
and what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
He's going to go for it all. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
You know, the guys on defense are aware as well. They're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators that say sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 big return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A short gain in just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Allen. He's not going to get there. That wasn't going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. McLeod dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
This team is feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the give, this is Moss. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down and 3. Now a carry for Allen. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Patrick Ricard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They will find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. Open to the right side is Sharp. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute second down. Lawrence will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Yeah, the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
To throw again is Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up the second in just about a few inches here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make some miss in the open field.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Mike's 54. Mike's 52.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have a chance first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting 30. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase up in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 47.
On first down, McLeod. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin. And the Jags will take over here just shy. Pretty much everything went offensively in the first half. And now the reception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check 20 now.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Walton. And the Raiders pick it up. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Complete to number 34.
But this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Raiders 35. Jaguars 3.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this play.
What I like is that you gave me the word and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got Njoku over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here we go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Check, 47. Rip left. Hey, go.
Throwing on first down. McLeod. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They dial up the corner runs that time, and it delivers to the 9-yard pass.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go to the football led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. McLeod. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLeod. Flush to his right. And This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19. Get that quarterback, D-line.
To throw on second down. McLeod. And that's complete to Adams.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
47's the mic, boys.
Now Allen. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Forced out to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Raiders are pouring it on.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To the slam. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. was able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point by Gain is up and good. Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. It's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. Charles, you said earlier this defense probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on. Wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st and 10, McLeod eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Break. March 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. McLeod buying time to, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. They'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's got to be caught. It's Chenault. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is on the goal as they make the score just a slightly more respectable in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. A good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
19 tight. Mike's boom. Let's go, defense.
Throwing to start the drive. McLeod, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
From the gun, McLeod. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs for his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Up comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw Lawrence. That is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little more plugs on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Jim.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially increase his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Territory at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
chop. Big grip.
Through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try to find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense is counting on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's 1. Just 3 yards on the catch there. Great play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Lawrence on 3rd down. Caught on a slant. And he's across for a touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it really puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school.
College, I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who scored 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
18 Cardinal. And let's pin the mirrors back and go forward.
Off play action. McLeod. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And someone will measure revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end
is on for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Great field position. End zone. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And now here's Ross. And able to get this out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. So a costly penalty yardage-wise. Is that a move before the first foul?
The officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
Now the Raiders have got him. Quentin Williams, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Lawrence's throw taken in by Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now Lawrence. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McLeod, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You won't meet up with this team again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
This game is certainly pretty well over. They go and walk it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place and gets big yardage and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is the tight end, Joku. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
Yeah, it's
quarter.
an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He'll let this go deep for runs. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll